everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Before we start the main business of today, I really want to take out this time to appreciate everyone, because this is like our first video for the year. So I want to take out this time to appreciate all my subscribers, my new subscriber, return subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for the support over the year. I'm really grateful. So without further ado, let's jump right into the main video. So for today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cut this beautiful bustier gown with a square sweetheart neckline. So if it's something you would love to learn, do where to watch, like, and subscribe. So I'm going to rule a straight line here across, which is going to serve as our starting point and our shoulder line. So from that line downward, I'm going to come down to take my vertical measurement. From my shoulder line to my bust point is 9.5 inches. I'm going to mark that here. I will repeat it to have a straight line. I'll go ahead and extend the point across. Then from the shoulder line again, I'm going to come down to mark my under bust point. From my shoulder to my under bust is 12 inches. I'm going to mark that here. I'll mark the same thing here just to have a straight line, and I'll go ahead and extend the point across this way. Then from the shoulder line again, I'm going to come down to mark my waist point. From my shoulder to my waist in front is 16 inches. You know, from your shoulder to your waist in front and back is not the same. So make sure to take the measurement appropriately. So from my shoulder to my waist in front is 16, while from my shoulder to my waist at the back is 14.5 inches. As we go on with the video, you understand more, right? I'll go ahead and extend the point across this way. So I'll go ahead and label my lines appropriately. This is my waist point, my under bust, and my bust line. So this is my shoulder line as well. So I'm going to come to the shoulder line, divide my shoulder by 2. My shoulder is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll mark it there. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. You know, our shoulders are not equal. So I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. I'll connect from the neck width all the way to the shoulder slope. Then the next thing is to mark our chest line. To get your chest line, you're going to divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement, and that gives me 7. I'm going to mark the 7 here, and I'll go ahead and extend the point across as well. So this line now becomes my chest line. I'm going to label chest line here. So on my chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurements here also. To have a straight line from up, I'll mark my shoulder measurement here on the chest line, and I'll connect from the shoulder slope all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line. Then I'm going to come to this line, divide what I have here into 2 to get a midpoint. At the midpoint, I'll go in by half an inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'm going to connect all these points together to form my armhole. So the next thing is to mark our dart, and to mark our dart, we're going to divide my nipple to nipple measurement by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. I'm going to mark the 3.5 on all the lines. I'll mark it on the chest line, bust line, under bust line, all the way to the waistline. And I will go ahead and use a straight line to connect all these points together. So I'm going to label this, the center front and then the side front. I'm going to come to the under bust line. I'm going to mark ½ inch on both sides of this, our dart leg. If you're a plus size person, you can mark 1 inch on both sides, all right? Or better still, you can mark ½ inch here and 1.5 inches on the other side, on the side front. I'll do the same thing here on the waistline, ½ inch on both sides of the line. I'll connect the points together like this. Then from the bust line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. The reason why we are doing this is because we wouldn't want to have any sharp or pointiness around the bust area. So I'll just use my curve rule to just connect to that point like so. So we have it. So the next thing, you're going to determine where you want your neck to start from. So from the chest line, I'm going to go up by 1 inch. You can do 1.5 inches. You can do 2 inches. Depends on how high you want your neck to be. All right. Then I'll extend this point across. Then on this, our new chest line now, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement also here divided by 2. So I'm going to extend that point all the way to our new chest line. So I'm going to come here, mark ½ inch on both sides of this line to tighten up this place so we don't have any form of gaping around this area. This is very necessary. Make sure to do this, and I'll connect it back into the line this way. So the next thing is to impute our round body measurement. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the under bust line, divide my under bust by 4. Then I'll replace the 1 inch for that, then add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. I'm going to mark it right here. Then the 1 inch for that, I'll replace it, then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect all the points together. So the next thing we have to do right now is to work on our neckline. So I'm going to divide what I have here into 2 equal halves. My shoulder slant, I'm going to divide it into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint this way. Then I'm going to come out from here by 2 inches. It depends on how tiny you want your hand to be, all right, or the shoulder to be rather. So I will just connect from there all the way to this point. So the front pattern has like a sweetheart neckline, so I'm just going to connect from my dart leg here all the way to the chest line. It depends on how deep you want the sweetheart to be, and this is basically it. The next thing is to mark our bust dart. To mark your bust dart, this is the difference you have from your shoulder to your waist in front and back, like I explained earlier. And then from my shoulder to my waist in front is 16, while for the back is 14.5 inches. So the difference is 1.5 inches. I'm going to come down by that 1.5 inches from the bust line like so, and then connect it back into the bust line like so. And this is basically it. We're going to be cutting this out. By the time we cut this out, we're going to have both the back and the front pattern equal. All right, this is basically it. I'll just go ahead and cut. Make sure to close down your bust dart before cutting so that you can adjust your line properly if they are not aligning. So this is what we have for the front. You can see how beautiful this came out. We're going to keep this aside and work on the back pattern. For the back pattern, I have my zipper allowance of 1 inch. Then from my shoulder to my bust point, which is 9, and then from my shoulder to my waist point, which is 14.5 inches here. So I'm going to come to the shoulder line. Make sure your measurements are taken after your zipper allowance and mark my shoulder measurement here. At that point, I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll come here to mark my neck width of 3 inches. Your neck width for the back and front must be the same, and then I'll connect all the way to the shoulder slant. The next thing is to mark the chest line using the same formula we used for the front. Divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement. I'll go ahead and extend the point across, and I will label this the chest line. On the chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here as well, and I'll connect from the shoulder slant all the way to the point we just marked on the chest line. I'm going to come to this line, divide what I have here into 2 to get a midpoint, and at the midpoint I'll go in by 1/2 inch. I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4. I'll mark it right here on the chest line. Then I'll connect all these points together to form my armhole, just the way we did for the front pattern. We are basically repeating what we did on the front pattern. The next thing is to mark our darts, and to mark your darts, like I said earlier, divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2. And I'm going to mark it on all the lines, on the chest line, bust line, and on the waist line. I'll connect the point together with a straight line this way. Then on the waistline, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch on both sides of this line. I'll come down from the chest line by 1 inch, and I'll go ahead and connect my dart. So the next thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to come off from the chest line by 1 inch here, and I will rule the line across. I will also take this line all the way to our new chest line this way. I'll come here, divide what I have here into 2 equal halves to get a midpoint, just the way we did for the front pattern. And I'm going to come out here by 2 inches. And I'll connect from the shoulder slant, from that point all the way to the 2 inches we just marked on the chest line. The next thing is to impute our round body measurements. We've already marked our bust measurement. I'll just go ahead and add my sewing allowance. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. Then the 1 inch for that, I'll replace it, and then add my sewing allowance. I'll go ahead and connect the point together. I'm going to come to the zipper allowance on the waistline and mark 1/2 inch here. This is to eliminate that zipper bulge we usually have around this waist area. This is very necessary. The excess that we're supposed to have here, we're going to take it out. I'll just take that point slightly up this way, and we are going to cut out this area that we don't need. And this is basically it for the pattern drafting of this tutorial. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So if you have watched to this point and you have not yet subscribed, please do wait to hit on the subscribe button. This is the back pattern. So if you don't want to have too many pieces for the back pattern, you can just close your darts out. You can just close your darts up this way and then cut it as one piece instead of having too many pieces. You can just cut this times 2 instead of having like 4 pieces to join. All right, this is basically it for the back. Unless you want to have the dart at the back, you can then cut it into 4 just to join like the way you are going to do for the front. And this is basically it. So for the down part of this gown, we've had tutorials on how to make a basic skirt before. So if you don't know how to, please do wait to check my other videos to watch, or better still, I will drop the link so that you can watch. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of this tutorial. If you have any question, do wait to drop it in the comment section and I'll attend to it. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.